Today on your calendar it should say National Hunger Awareness Day in Canada, and these are of course tough economic times, which mean that more and more people are turning to food banks for help. So Colleen is here out shooting in advance of this day, which we should spend some time talking about.
Well, you know, it's interesting because in a recession the only thing that's going up really, and steady increase too, are food banks right across the country. So food banks are really looking for ways to kind of make people first off aware of that. They also want to send a really clear message to the federal government that more is needed to attack the problem of poverty that seems to be getting worse by the day for a lot of people. But the other thing they're seeing is a change in the face of the people coming to use the food bank for the first time. 2 months ago, Eudoro Lopez joined the growing number of unemployed Canadians.
Since I came to Canada 3.5 years ago, I promised myself I wouldn't lean on anybody to keep my life here, but unfortunately this is something that I couldn't help. For the first time since I've been searching for a job in Canada, I have had off Canada's Job Bank answers that there's no jobs available in my area.
With money low and prospects slim, for the first time, Eudoro paid a visit to his local food bank.
I wasn't expecting to walk away with food the first day. I even brought the documents. I thought it would be bureaucratic.
People like Eudoro are the new face of food banks in Canada. Chris Hatch is the executive director of the Mississauga Food Bank. Comparing this March to last March, he's seen a 20% increase in the number of people needing to use the food bank. That is a huge spike.
The new people we're seeing come to the food banks are people who have been working for 25 years. They've suddenly lost their job. They're either waiting for EI benefits or don't have any EI benefits. And they're traumatized and they're trying to hang on to their house.
At this site alone, 10,000 people a month use the food bank. 100 tons of food moves off the shelves and into the carts. Where does all the food come from?
A variety of sources. It comes from the public, it comes from food manufacturers, the grocery stores, food drives, schools, churches, from the community. It's all donated.
Denis Boivin is a first-time volunteer. Today, he's on potato duty.
It's an increasing need, which is funny because if you look at it as a business, the last thing you want is this business to grow, and it's actually growing, right, with the economy and the challenge we have right now. So it's touching. It makes you feel on a personal side very, very, very appreciative and
of what you have.
Oh, big time. And you know, I wish I would have my son with me today.
Steve Dutton has been doing deliveries and pickup for 11 years now for the food bank. Today I tag along.
Yeah, I gotta go.
So you do about 17 fire stations?
We do.
And that's a drop-off for just the general public, is it?
It is.
We're heading to 2 stops where people drop off donations. The local fire hall. What do we got there?
Peanut butter?
Oh, peanut butter. Oh, jumbo. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, great. Great. Oh, that's nice. Good. Baby food?
I've been on the department now for almost 25 years, and for almost as long as I can remember, we've been doing this, dealing with the food bank. So it's a great opportunity for the public and for us as well to kind of show that we're involved in the community.
Now we're off to the grocery store, are we?
Yes, we're going to No Frills.
How often do you get to grocery stores? Would that be a daily or is that a weekly stop?
Weekly, I would say.
Yeah.
There's a bin in each store. So when the bin gets full or close to full, then they call us.
The first food bank in Canada opened back in 1981. It was supposed to be a temporary emergency measure back then. Now, almost 3 decades later, they are a necessary fixture in Canadian towns and cities. There are 707 food banks across the country, providing for 700,000 Canadians. With the economy down, food banks thrive. Will the cycle ever stop? Many things need to change.
We need to do more on the social housing, affordable housing. We know that our clients spend on average 86% of their monthly income on housing, which leaves them no money for food.
But until all of that happens, these shelves will stay stocked as the need grows across the country. That need is rising, as I mentioned. It's gone up 20% this March compared to last March with the rising unemployment. And as our first guest in the item told us, when he lost his job 2 months ago, he had no idea how fast it goes away, your savings. I mean, and how quick. He never thought he'd be resorting to a food bank. But they brought up the point about affordable housing. That is one of the recommendations food banks across the country are giving to the federal government. so many people, for the limited income they're on, the bulk of that is going to afford the apartment.
86%.
Yeah. And so they also want the federal government to create that one eligibility level for unemployment insurance and extend the benefits to 52 weeks, increase the value of Canada's child tax benefits from approximately $3,300 to $5,000 per year, and of course increase the federal funding allocated to housing repair and affordable housing for all would make a big difference. To think it came in as an emergency stopgap measure, and now they are
28 years ago.
Much needed fixture, sadly.
That says something.
But good that they're there, anyhow.
Important on this day. Thank you, Colleen. And we'll see you in just a second because Colleen is staying put to bring us sports next, and she'll introduce us to the next coach of the Montreal Canadiens.
No, it didn't take me a long time to make up my mind. I think the challenge, the opportunity to come back to, to my roots, French Canadian.